Hey, and how is it going? Kevin Kolbe here with you on a beautiful Friday. And if it's Friday, it is the You and Me live show. Well, you know the me part. I am Kevin Kolbe, and on my YouTube channel, and I realize I'm on Facebook also live, and we'll talk about that in just a minute. But what I do on my channel is I love to help people like you get into and do more with videos so you can share your gifts and make an impact in the world. But who the heck are you? So if you are joining me live this morning, first of all, thank you for being here. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, say hey in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. And one of the things that I've started to do, and I addressed this in, I think was it the last live show, is rather than necessarily have a theme for the Friday shows, I may have a guest occasionally. This is going to be more about just Q&A, maybe some things going on like today. I'm going to just tell you a little bit about. We'll remind you about a sale going on with Motion VFX. I talked about that in a live I did on Wednesday on my YouTube channel. But also, I'm going to be sharing a story something that really happened about a video I created about 3 years ago to show you the power of YouTube and how what's called evergreen content, content that sticks around, that isn't dated, how it can continue to work for you and lead to opportunities. So I want to share that story too. But again, my name is Kevin Kolbe, and I am so excited you are here. Let me know you're here in the comments. Say hey, and at any point, if you have a question about anything, ask it. I joke with my friends sometimes, other creators, that sometimes it doesn't really matter what you're talking about. People will say, hey, what camera are you using? What mic are you using? And I'm cool with all that. But anyway, I addressed this last week or the last live show. I'm going to approach the live shows maybe different than what a lot of gurus may tell you and what you may get at other ones, is that it's going to be a little bit more free flowing. And obviously I always want to bring you value, but I see these as it's just a way to connect with the community, hang out, maybe answer some questions. We'll see how that goes. So we've already got some folks checking in. Richard Black, good morning to you, sir. And good to see you hanging in there. And also my buddy, Field Guide to DIY, Eddie. How's it going, Eddie? Actually, if you had signed up to my email list, you would know this, but Field Guide built my desk, and I actually sent out an email on this about how he did it and how it came together. I really appreciate it. I've got a standing desk. He's asking, can you post your show notes? Yeah, I can try and do that. That's a good idea. I got to give props. I got to give props to Stephanie Liu, phenomenal creator. Enjoyed getting to know her and her stuff, but she has done this whole thing about this site called Conversion AI, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. So when Phil got asked about the notes, that made me think about that. But wherever you're watching from, I am so glad you are here today. So one of the things I have really been wrestling with for a while, and by the way, I think part of this journey is being transparent about what works and doesn't work. That's why I want to share with you in a few minutes about this email I got that was based on a video I did 3 years ago, just to show you. Now, my core platform is YouTube. It just is. It's where I tend to publish most of my videos. So you may ask, well, then why are you live streaming on Facebook? Which would be a fair question. So I have struggled with this over the few years I've been live streaming. Is, do you multicast, multi-stream, or not? Now, and by the way, I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this live stream, StreamYard. StreamYard is the easiest way to live stream. If you've never, ever live streamed, but you kind of think you might want to, check out StreamYard. And that's what I'm using for this right here, which I don't know why I'm doing this, but that's what I'm using for this. There is a link in the description on YouTube, and I'll make sure I put one on my Facebook page that you can check it out. There's a free plan. You can actually do some recording with it too, and but it is super easy. But I a big shout out to StreamYard for being the sponsor of this live stream. And got somebody else checking in. Well, hello, and good to see you. By the way, at any point, if you're watching this on the live stream, say hey, and if you have a question about anything, let me know. And if you happen to be watching this on the replay and you have a question or you just want to have a shout out, somebody did that the other day. It was like several days after the live stream. It was like, hey, from Minnesota. So Minnesota was in the house later. That's fine. I try and connect with every comment. I do. My channel's not that big. Why not? But so years ago, I was streaming probably more on Facebook, and then I went more to YouTube, and for a while I wasn't really consistent with it. I still probably, I still probably do more produced video, but I love live streaming. I mean, I love live streaming. I did one on Wednesday on my YouTube channel, very impromptu, but it was about this motion VFX sale going on, which I'm gonna play something for you here in just a second. And what was nice about that is that, I just could go on and talk and everything like that. And when you live stream, there's different ways to get into live streaming. I mean, you could, first of all, if you're not live streaming, I would highly recommend it. In fact, I just did a video that I believe is on StreamYard's YouTube channel about live stream versus pre-recorded. But it's just an easy way to connect. But I was live streaming some just on Facebook and then on YouTube, and then I did some multi-streaming some or multicasting. It's all the same thing. Multicasting, multi-streaming. But I then thought, you know what? I'm just going to focus on YouTube. Now, again, my core platform for creating content is still YouTube. It is this, if you don't know this about YouTube, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. Just wrap your head around that. It's a search engine. It's the second biggest in the world. Number 2 to Google, who just happens to own YouTube. And again, when I share this story with you in just a few minutes about this company reaching out to me because of a video I did, I think if you've ever wondered about the power of YouTube combined with Google, you'll see it. But recently I've been thinking about, there's a lot of reasons to grow a channel. I mean, I still want to continue to grow my YouTube channel. I still want to reach more people. Now, there are certain platforms or certain plateaus on YouTube, like the more subscribers you get at certain levels, it unlocks things. Like when you get 100 subscribers, you can change your URL to anything you want it. So that's why mine is youtube.com/Kevin Kolbe. When you get to 1,000, there's certain things that unlock, 10,000, 100,000, things like that. So I see every subscriber as a person, not just a number. I don't like to look at it as numbers. So by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube at any point, live or replay, consider hitting the subscribe button and like if it's helping you. And if you're watching this on Facebook, go ahead and give me a follow there too. This doesn't mean that I'm going to always be multicasting to my Facebook page and YouTube. And I got to tell you something funny about LinkedIn. But I've recently decided that I want to reach more people. My goal, my passion, is helping more people get into video and do more with video, figure out video, so that they can share their gifts and impact the world. Doesn't matter whether you are a business, a small business, a national company, a nonprofit, a solo creator, an entrepreneur. There ain't nothing like video. So that's my whole thing. So I started thinking about, this Friday show to me is very just kind of free form. I want it to be, there's maybe some knowledge bombs I throw in there to quote my friend Jim Burgoon. But I also want to share some stuff I found out about, something I think would pertain to you, help you, and then just answer questions and hang out. So I thought, why not then do that on my Facebook page, which I've kind of neglected, and my YouTube channel. So that's the point. So every Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time, the plan is to be live on both Facebook and YouTube. Now, here's what's funny. Let's talk LinkedIn Live for a second. So I have a really hot and cold relationship with LinkedIn, probably more cold than anything. I have a LinkedIn profile. I have a page for my business, and I just don't do that much with it. And I realize that most social media platforms, they're not made for you just to go create an account and you stand back and go, well, people want to connect with me, they will. I love Facebook. I love connecting with people on Facebook. I'm probably more active on my profile there than anywhere else, more so than my page, right? But, so LinkedIn Live was introduced, I don't know a few years ago. And for some reason, and if this sounds like kind of a rant and a rag on LinkedIn, so be it. But for some reason, LinkedIn kind of like holds the live, like, we're only going to let a few people do it. It's so new. It's like, I don't know what they're afraid of. I really don't. And I've had this conversation with them. So you cannot, even if you have a LinkedIn account, you cannot just automatically go live. You have to apply. So last year, I think it was last year, I don't know, sometime over the last couple of years, I applied and got turned down 6 times. There was never any reason for it. That sounds arrogant. There was never even any reason given. In fact, I don't even know if I even found out I got denied. So you would apply and they just ask you a few questions. And it's basically like, what's your profile link, which they should know because you're on LinkedIn. And do you want to go live? And those were the questions. Okay. And so you would get like, well, we're still only keeping it limited, just a few people and stuff like that. Well, after the 6th time, I'm like, I don't get this. I can go live on YouTube. I can go live on Facebook. I can go live on Twitch. I can go live on Instagram. I can go live on Periscope. Not anymore, but that's not me. Periscope's going away. On and on and on and on. I don't get this. And basically the response was, okay, thank you for your concern. And that was it. So after a while, I thought, the heck with it. Well, actually a good buddy of mine, this will tell you kind of how I think LinkedIn is screwed up. I'm not going to spend this whole live stream on LinkedIn. But a friend of mine, Scott Ayers, who works for Agorapulse. Have you ever seen him? He's got the big orange hair, super cool guy. He streams all the time. He streams on Facebook. Agorapulse. Agorapulse is a huge company. He just got approved for LinkedIn Live, and he applied. You ready for this? 2 years ago. 2 years ago. That's crazy. Guys, I'm even approved to go live on Amazon Live, which actually I had Field Guide for DIY on. It's been a while, and I need to get back into that because there's a source of income there, which I think we ought to talk about on one of these shows and maybe some video about ways that you as a content creator can make money, which is a good segue for if you would ever like to support the channel, the work, or something like that. Buy me a cup of coffee. There's a great platform called Buy Me a Coffee, and I'm on there. Some other creators on there, totally free. And there's a lot of things on there I'm not even using it for, but you can do memberships, you can do like blog posts, you can share things. But if you'd ever like to just support, you can, and you can change it to buy me a pizza and buy me different things. But buy me a coffee. .com/Kevin Kolbe. I'm on there. Once again, take a screenshot. So recently, so I decided this week, I thought, the heck with it. I'm gonna go back to the Friday show, at least just the Friday show, and I'm going to multicast on this YouTube channel and my Facebook page. And anybody that shows up, I'll share some love with them, share some comments, and it'll just be the way that I can communicate with more people about helping them with video and share struggles and things like that. So I thought, well, I'll just go, because keep in mind, so here's the end of the story. Here's what's ironic. So my friend Desiree Martinez, she did a video about LinkedIn Live, kind of a little hack. And I'm not sharing. I mean, she did a video on that, so that's I can share that. Well, I messaged her and she was like, I got approved. I didn't even know it. You ought to check and see if you're approved. So I checked and I had access to it. They never told me I had access to go live on LinkedIn Live. Yeah. I think I did one test. So this week, and again, I'm using StreamYard. And one of the things about StreamYard that is so nice, right now I am multicasting to YouTube and Facebook at the same time through StreamYard. And you can go to multiple platforms. So I could go to multiple Facebook pages and profiles and groups, different YouTube channels, Twitch. I mean, all just by the push of a button. So I decided that I would go ahead and just add LinkedIn Live. And when I did, it said, you don't have access. You don't have permission to do that. Maybe you should apply. And I'm like, what the heck? I did. So, so I messaged them. I'm like, well, there's got to be something wrong because I had access to it. And they were like, well, do you know when you got it? No, don't really, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, well, if you haven't used it in a while, we probably revoke the access. And so you can reapply. I'm like, do you realize I live stream every week, that it's sponsored by StreamYard? I said, this is ridiculous. So there's my sad story right there. But I just wanted to share that right there. Field Guide is saying folks are using LinkedIn exclusively for social, including video. I wonder what the market share of LinkedIn video gets. That's a great question. Now, again, this sounds like a rag fest on LinkedIn. And I don't, that's not the point, but I think every platform, even YouTube, I love it, has pros and cons, right? The reality of it is it ain't ours. I saw somebody in one of the Facebook groups the other day complaining because it was several months ago, YouTube decided that they were going to turn ads on all channels. I don't know if they necessarily do that, but basically, even if you're not in the partner program, and so like I'm in the partner program, so I can turn ads on and I can decide where the ads are placed and things like that. Well, they decided that they were going to do that. And a lot of people are just up in arms. They shouldn't be able to do that. And my feeling is, well, whether I like it or not, it's their platform and it's free. And I'm getting it. We, as in remember the name of the show. Hang on, wait for it. It's the You and Me show. You and I realize the grammar thing, but we can be on the biggest platform in the world for free. It's a business. At the end of the day, all of these platforms are about making money. If you can keep people on YouTube to watch videos, they like that because they're making money. So I get that, I get it. But I'm saying all that to say, Field Guide's question is about LinkedIn. I mean, LinkedIn is hard to navigate. It's hard to find things on there. I've had people reach out to me and say, I can't even find the article I wrote. So I don't know what their metrics are. I'm going to show you the metrics here, the analytics of this video I'm going to share with you in a minute that led to another company reaching out to me. And I don't know, and I don't get why they're holding it so close to the vest, especially, I think LinkedIn is owned by Microsoft, isn't it? Don't know. My buddy Christopher Sean Shaw is checking. Oh, look at that. Cup of coffee. God bless and keep you and yours. I appreciate that. Christopher, great guy. Tell you what, we've gotten to know each other last few months, and he just had he's a film director. He's a big deal in Hollywood. And the reason I know that is he told me that. No, seriously. He had a new movie that just came out, I think last month, called Church People. And I would highly encourage you to seek it out and look at it. Can you cast to LinkedIn via? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And so one of the videos I'm working on is kind of a beginner's guide to StreamYard, because somebody asked me to do that. And I said I would do that, and I need to work on that. But what you'll see is in the destinations, you can choose anywhere that you have access to. So even though I can choose LinkedIn as a destination, LinkedIn hasn't, they've revoked my privileges. I don't know. So that has to do that. You have to do that. But yes, you can. To answer that question, you absolutely can use StreamYard. StreamYard can go to Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. I mean, it did go to Periscope. Twitter got rid of Periscope. I don't know what they're going to do in place of it. And you can also use, I think it's called an RMTP. I always get those letters confused. It's either RTMP or something like that, which basically means you can use it as a source, right? So I use StreamYard when I live stream on Amazon Live. Ain't that pretty cool? Christopher saying LinkedIn is huge, HUGE, for networking with decision makers. There you go. Also got Rob Thomas checking in. What up? And good morning to you, my friend. So one of the things, I tell you what, before I get into the kind of the case study, it's not a case study. I want to share something with you. So I am a huge fan. So I edit on Final Cut Pro. Love it. And by the way, I just lost connection to my mouse, so I may not be able to share anything right now. So I upgraded to the, now it's back, and it'll go away, and it'll come back. So I upgraded to the MacBook Pro M1 a few months ago. It is crazy fast. Everything Apple, like Final Cut, has been optimized for it. So Final Cut's great, like GarageBand, anything that is native, that, right? But the Bluetooth on it just leaves something to be desired. So, I use like the what do you call this? The Magic Keyboard and the Magic Mouse, and just all of a sudden the mouse will disconnect. So at some point, if if I'm stuck on a screen, just show me some love. But where was I going with all that? Anyway, I wanted, so I use Final Cut Pro. I love Final Cut Pro, and one of the things I use a lot is something, or plugins and templates from a company called Motion VFX. Motion VFX is running. I didn't realize this until I got the email that there's a 10-year. In fact, do I even have? I may have deleted that. I deleted that. Motion VFX is running a sale. I think it's through next Monday. It's a limited deal to celebrate 10 years of Final Cut Pro X 10, and you can get 25% off almost anything in the store. And what I want to do is I need to change gears here just a second. I want to play a video for you, and this will give you a sample of what some of the things I've created with it. I just think it's worth showing. So here we go. Let me do this. Choose video file. Let's rock and roll. And so everything that you saw in that, everything was done in Final Cut with plugins from Motion VFX. I got to tell you guys, to me it's just phenomenal. In fact, what I want to do here, so this is the site. Oops, nope, wrong one. Let's go back. I shared the wrong thing. Share screen, application. There we go. Let me add that to stream. There we go. So this is Motion. This is what it looks like. This is Motion VFX. And there's a video I did Wednesday where I go way more into this. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it right now. Right here, 25% off. Use the promo code FCP10. Plugins. So now there you can get overwhelmed. There's a lot of plugins on here, but the couple I recommend, if I can find them quickly, would be MTuber and MTuber 2. Well, I don't see it. I know it's on there because I just showed it the other day. But it's phenomenal. It's absolutely a phenomenal plugins. And when I say you literally, and I've done a video on this in the past, I need to do a new one. When you add them, they're so customizable. So in the demo I just showed you, the video, excuse me, I enjoyed me some Waffle House this morning. it's coming back. I'm real. Hey. But literally, you can take some of the plugins and change them even for what they were meant for. So, like, there's one that literally was meant to say subscribe. I mean, that's how they designed it, and I changed it to put my name in there. So it's one of those things that, oops, wrong button. If you are looking for a way to just and you're on fire. Now, they also have plugins for After Effects. They also have plugins for Apple Motion, which I own, and I think I've used twice in my life. I bought it. It's $50. And they'll have things for Premiere. I use Final Cut Pro, and that's the sale going on right now. I got to tell you, so look for, there's, and they're all M something. So I think it's M Modern, MTuber, and MTuber 2 would be the three I would recommend. Sometimes they'll do bundles and you can save some money that way. So, and Field Guy is saying, which motion video are your faves? It would be those. It would be MTuber and MTuber 2. And I think there's M Modern is the other one. So I would say almost everything that you saw in that video came from one of those three packages. So got a couple other folks. Dave Shore, my buddy, reporting to duty. Looking good, dad man. He's comment. So this was actually a gift from my little dude. You like that? Plus, I'm a huge Batman fan. All my Batman stuff's over here now. You can't see it. I need to set up a side camera. So good to see you. Yes, and Christopher is saying Final Cut Pro and Motion are bomb diggity. I like that. Bomb diggity. Mike, hadn't seen you in a while. Keep it up. Thank you so much. So let me share with you something that happened recently, and I want you to really take from this. And I'm not sharing this to go, while somebody reached out to me. I'm sharing. I mean, it was very humbling, but I want to show you the power of YouTube. And it's very easy to get so caught up in the algorithm and the views. I mean, it's hard not to. You go to your dashboard to check on something, and there's the subscriber count, and there's everything like that. But you forget just the power to reach people and touch people. In fact, Rob Wilson from vidIQ, and I use TubeBuddy, did a great video, and I shared it on my community. Actually, I think I have it scheduled for my community tab about just how he's still learning about YouTube, and you forget sometimes the power that YouTube has, and how accountable we need to be as content creators when we recommend things and stuff like that. You may decide, like for motion VFX, it ain't for you. That's fine. You may decide you want to edit on Premiere, and that's cool. I'm just telling you what I use, what I recommend, and how I use it. Like the video I did this past week on my channel about the Rode mics. I love Rode. Now, this is a Samsung Q2U mic. I also have a Rode mic. I've just kind of come to love this one. It's under $70. I think it sounds great. But I also want to just share things that I like and stuff like that. So, got Just Jim checking in. Good morning. Good morning to you, dude. Thank you for being here. But I want to just show you sometimes the power that video the power video has that we can forget. So let me share this. So this was the actual part of the email that I got this week from Joe Sanfilippo, Tomahawk Shades. Now, full disclosure, I'd never heard of Tomahawk Shades ever. So, and if you create content for any amount of time, you're probably going to get people reaching out to you. I get a lot of people reaching out to me, either DM or email, wanting me to review products. I'm not special that way. A lot of people do, right? Most of them will start off saying, hey, I'm an Amazon seller, which they may be legit, but generally they're wanting you to buy the item. They'll pay you back for the review. I don't do that. I'm not going to pay for your item to get reimbursed to review it. If you want me to review it, then we can talk. If you want to pay for a sponsorship, that's fine. If you want to give me an item, that's okay. I may not review it. So just, you have to, but anyway, so, hey, Kevin, I hope you're well. My name is Joe. I represent Tomahawk Shades. I underlined this and highlighted it. I'm reaching out because I saw your review on Shady Rays, and I wanted to reach out to see if you'd be interested in doing a review of some of the products that Tomahawk Shades offers. Now, I've gotten generic emails before saying, oh, we love your work. And then you realize that they've never even looked at your channel. I had somebody reach out to me on LinkedIn and tell me how much they love my work. And they wanted to talk to me about like real estate videos. So you can tell they didn't even know, they had not even looked at my channel. It's just generic. But because Joe mentioned the video, and there's more to the email that I cut off. I mean, he gave me a little history of Tomahawk Shades and stuff like that. And I thought, okay, that's interesting. So I want to show you something. Now, the video he's talking about is this one right here. Oop, wrong one. Is this one. I get it right there. I did a video in 2018 called Best Sunglasses Ever. Look, we're not doing thumbnail reviews, so don't, even though it's a cool shirt and my daughter made me that. But this video was about Shady Rays, and I'll try and link it to it on YouTube, and I'll try and remember to post it again on Facebook. But the thing is, I love sunglasses. I mean, I love sunglasses. Just love them. I have 2 pair in my truck. I got a pair downstairs. I got a pair somewhere over here. I just love sunglasses. And I do believe the future's so bright, I got to wear shades. So I had actually reached out to Shady Rays to see if they would, sponsor me. And they were kind enough to say no, but they put me in their affiliate program and stuff like that. So when I get this email from Joe saying, hey, we saw your review, we wanted to reach out and see it, I want to show something. I mean, this just will blow my mind. So I tell you what, I'm going to share my screen again. And we're going to search Shady Rays reviews. All right, here we go. Do you see this? Right there. See the date? This video, when you go to Google, and by the way, I can hear it now. Somebody says, well, you need to search in incognito. Fair enough. So we'll go to incognito. Do you know what incognito is? So incognito, you can search there and it doesn't keep your browsing history and stuff like that. So it's supposed to be a way, I think I heard Tim Schmoyer talk about it once. If you search for things you've done or something like that, incognito is a good way to do it because it doesn't pull in your browsing history, which can weight it. So Shady Way. Now I did search it the other day. All right, Shady Rays review. And there it is. This is incognito mode. It's right there. The reason, where is it? Here we are. The reason I'm pointing this out is because this video was done in what did it say? July 21st, 2018. 2018. Just I mean, it was back when I was doing a little bit of everything on my channel, and I wanted to review some sunglasses, and so I reached out to them. They said no, but you can join the affiliate program. Now, if you're not familiar with affiliate programs, typically what happens is, like, I'm an Amazon affiliate, and so a lot of the links I share are Amazon links. So if you if you go in my description if you go in my YouTube description of this video, my StreamYard link is an affiliate link. So how affiliate links works is you can be affiliated with a company or a brand totally free. So like if you sign up for Amazon affiliates, it's totally free. And what happens is they give you a special code and a link. And when you share that link, if somebody clicks on that link and makes a purchase, and they drop things called cookies. So like the cookies for an Amazon link, I think only last for 24 hours. So if you were to click on one of my Amazon links and you buy something, anything on Amazon within that 24 hours, I'll make a percentage, and it varies what the percentage is off what you buy at no extra cost to you. So it's a way for you to make a little extra income while somebody else might be doing something. So bottom line is, Shady Ray said, no, I tell you what, Kevin, thanks for reaching out to us, and thanks for buying our sunglasses. So they actually offered me a discount code. So I bought a couple of sunglasses, which I review in the video. You ought to check it out. It's kind of a fun video. And so I became part of their affiliation. So that's pretty cool. But let's go back to something else I want to show you. So if we go and we look at, sorry, my analytics. So right now we're in my dashboard. Yours may look the same, but when you go to your dashboard, you go to analytics. You'll see it right here on the side, right? Well, look at this. Right now, this is the last. So when you go here, you can sort it. So you can sort up to lifetime. So let's just go to lifetime. And what it will show you is the top 10 videos. Let's see if I make it a little bit bigger here. The top 10 videos. So this is the lifetime my channel. According to this, I started in January 27, 2017. Actually, a little longer than that because I deleted things. But anyway, right here, lifetime, the Shady Ray's video is number 4. Now you can see the number 1 is this one published in April 27th, right? But if we change this to the last 365 days, it's number 5. Last 90 days, it drops out. Interesting. Last 28 days, where is it? It's right there, number 9. And then this is interesting. Last 7 days. It's number 10, but I've got 2 new videos in there. Number 10. So you get the idea, right? I mean, it's that old and still performing. But I want you to see something. So we're going to get into this, and we're going to look right here. Reach. So first of all, the click-through rate of the thumbnail is 5%, not bad. Traffic sources external. So that means that the majority of in the last 28 days, the majority of views have come from external. Then YouTube search. Is it engagement? No, that's what I want to look at. Here we go. So right here, we're going to look at since uploaded. Look at this. This video, since uploaded, has almost 9,000 views. Now, you may say, well, Kevin, 9,000 views. I mean, Mr. Beast gets a lot more than that. I realize that, but I mean, this is a video about reviewing a pair of sunglasses with a company that's not the name of like Ray-Ban, that since published has had almost 9,000 views and has accounted for 325 hours of watch time. Watch time and retention, that's what YouTube is really more focused on now. It's even gained 28 subscribers. Now, it's not making a ton of money, but that's okay. And you can see how it's done over time. So the reason I wanted to share all this is because when Joe reached out to me, Again, let's go back to the email. I saw your review on Shady Rays and wanted to reach out and see if you would be interested. So here's a company that sees a video that I produced in 2018 that's still showing up in search. That's still, what, 3 years? Somebody help me with the math. 3 years later, like, math ain't my strong thing. 3 years later, is still getting views, still adding subscribers. And though, while I'm not making a lot of ad money off the video, it's leading to other things. So one of the things I wanted to impress upon you is the power of video and the power of YouTube, right? So Phil Guide is saying, like, Sean Cannell's green drink story, it's evergreen, right? So what he's referring to is Sean Cannell with Think Media. You know, he did a video on some kind of green drink type thing, and it's still ranking. He did it years ago. He doesn't even look like he does now. He had like a flat top haircut and stuff like that. But that can happen. Was the review on Shady Ray's site, or did they see it on your channel? My channel. So, you know, again, when I reached out to Shady Rays eventually, I actually cut a video and sent it to him just to show them how much I loved it. And I think I called it Shady Rays and Me or something like that. And they were very appreciative and said, thank you, but we're not interested. But no, I mean, I sent them the video when it was done, and I don't think they ever replied. So they've never used it. This was Tomahawk found it, I guess, in search, YouTube, whatever. I mean, again, if you know, if you go back to this is YouTube search, and we just did it incognito. In fact, check this out. I was messing around with this earlier. Is it DuckDuckGo? DuckDuckGo, which I don't use, but I've heard of it. DuckDuckGo. Check this out. Now, it's probably going to show up because I was doing this. Shady Rays reviews. Videos. Look at that. There it is right there. So to answer your question is that I don't know how they found it. I mean, my gut is Joe's looking for people that are reviewing sunglasses, and, you know, because I get that Tomahawk Shades hasn't been out for a long time. It doesn't sound like, but they've got some huge influencers working with it. But the reason that I think this is phenomenal is, so he reaches out to me, and I had to really think about it. You know, does it really fit what I do now while helping people get into video? And it's like, yeah, you need sunglasses when you go outside, and I love sunglasses. So here's what happened. So first of all, the power of video, the power of YouTube. Again, I love Facebook, and this show on Fridays will be simulcast, multicast, multi-stream to my Facebook page and my YouTube channel. But you're not going to get the reach on Facebook that you are on YouTube. You're just not. I do like the community feel there, but I also like a community feel on YouTube as well. But when you start looking at video that you can create that's evergreen, that lives forever. I mean, heck, I've still got a video. In fact, I don't even know. Let me go back here and I'll show you this. Go back to analytics. I'm gonna refresh it. So check this out. Again, this is just the power of YouTube, right? So if I go here, and again, we're at 28 days. Where is it? This video right here. DIY mic fix for a Canon G7X Mark II that I don't even own anymore. If we click on that, and this video was done when? September 7th, 2018. And if we go lifetime on this, I haven't done this since upload, it's had 20,000 views, 503 hours of time, and has brought in 86 subscribers. Now you may say, yeah, but Kevin, it's only made $7. Yeah. Look, here's the deal. You're not going to get rich on YouTube ads. You're just not. Now, you know, if you're some of the major channels, they probably make more. But the point is look at this. On a video that was solving a problem 2 or 3 years ago, that still comes up in search and still gets comments. So the reason I'm sharing this is to encourage you. If you're not quite stepping into video creation and you're not quite considering YouTube, you're missing out. You can use it to grow your business. You can use it to help your nonprofit. You can use it to fundraise. You can use it to market. You can use it just to share your gifts. I mean, you may just say, hey, look, I just want to have fun on YouTube and do some cool videos to help people. I don't really have any aspirations of making money. That's okay. You can still get found. Dad, how do I? Always, I can't even remember the channel. It's about a guy who either lost his dad when he was young or didn't have a dad at some point, in his life, and grew up fatherless. And, if you look at his channel, he's got like over 3 million views. He's not doing anything that the YouTube experts and gurus would tell you to do, but yet he's killing it because he's connecting with people because he thinks people ought to just he wants to connect with people to show them how to unclog a toilet, how to tie a tie, how to hang a shelf. And I don't think he got on there thinking, hey, I'm going to be a YouTuber and I'm going to make a lot of money. Whatever your reason is, though, look at YouTube as a way, though. Like my friend Scott McKenna, he'll tell you flat out, I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber. And he sees it as a legacy. He told me, he said, Kevin, I'm doing this for my kids. I want them to be able to look back and see things. And if you go to his channel, which I would recommend, I love Scott and I love his stuff. It's called Documenting the Journey. And that's what he does. He just launched a brand new business this week. He's video production, and he launched a power washing business. I messaged him. I said, you're the only man who I know that can make power washing look sexy. But again, the power of video to touch lives and live forever and make decisions, help people make decisions rather. So the reason I'm sharing this is, here's a video I did in 2018. Somebody reaches out to me this week, which is April 2021, referencing that video, saying, hey, would you want to do some reviews for us? We'll send you some sunglasses. So there's a part 2 to this story. And I can't tell you where it ends yet because I haven't done the videos for him. So I really thought about it. And here's what I ended up doing. And so what I hope this helps you with is not only understanding the power that you have as a content creator, but also the power of negotiation. So what they were offering is, pick out a couple of pair of sunglasses and you can join the affiliate program. Again, it's free. If you ever go to join an affiliate marketing program and they want to charge you, run. It's not legit. Don't ever join. Don't ever pay to join. And if you don't know, like, for example, I'll use Field Guide, for example, right? My buddy Eddie. Eddie does woodworking and DIY stuff. So if he was interested in looking for stuff, he could type in like Lowe's affiliate program. Here, let me just show you. Because I want you to see how easy this is to see if there's programs out there. And I'll tell you what I'm going to use. I'm going to use Target. All right, we'll just go Target. So you type in Target affiliate. See what happens? It's already, first of all, Google knows that you're interested in that. So when you check it, it's going to go, oh, Target affiliates. Join today. Affiliate program review. So let's look at not every program has it. So let's look at what? We'll do Home Depot. Oh, look at this. Home Depot affiliate program, the affiliate program. So whatever your niche is, whatever your focus is, you can start looking to see, are there affiliate programs? So yes, I'm an Amazon affiliate, but I'm also affiliated with other programs. Like I have an affiliation link with Joby. I have an affiliation link with Manfrotto. They're free to join. And a lot of them will pay more. So that's something to think about. So one, think about the power that this can be, but here's the rest of it though. And it's also the power of negotiation. Don't ever hesitate negotiating. So what they were offering me, and this is, I'm not going to share specific details, but what they were offering me is that they would send me a couple pair of sunglasses and I could enter the affiliate program, and usually the affiliate program offered, I think it was 10%, right? I'm not sharing any secrets because if you go to their site, that's what you're going to find out. And so after thinking about it, so I responded back and I said, okay, here's what I'll do. Here's 3 pairs of sunglasses I want. I gave them the specific because I'm I'm a little picky with my sunglasses. I don't want just some crap glasses. I want the ones that look kind of cool. So I said, here are the sunglasses I'm looking. Here's the 3 pair I want. You have to send them to me at your cost. I'll do the review when I can get to it. So I didn't promise a time. But I'll tell you straight up, I'm going to do what I like and don't like about the sunglasses. So just because they're going to send them to me for free and pay for shipping, I'm not going to do a glowing review if I just don't like them, right? I said, and by the way, I would like more affiliate commission. So I quoted a higher number and they said, ooh, don't know about that. We got to think about that. Let me check. 24 hours, they came back and they said, okay, we can do that. So I could have said no, which I say a lot to a lot of these just blind emails. Hi, I'm an Amazon seller. That's usually a code for me that I'm not interested. They may be legit. I'm just not interested because a lot of those products are knockoffs. I just got one this week and you could tell it was a knockoff of Joby. I love Joby. The Gorilla Pods, you know what I'm talking about? Well, they do a lot of other things, but that's what I use them for. So I'm not interested in doing a knockoff version of that for $5. And so I thought, why not? And if they said no, they said no, but they said yes. So what I hope this encourages you is if you're not creating video content, why not? Think about it. I mean, if you ever need help, DM me or leave a comment or something like that. And also let me know other videos that you might be looking for that I can help you do. I'm working one on just how to use StreamYard, and I'm working one on my production workflow in Final Cut, even how I manage media. I need to work on one that just came up about how to just get a simple way to mount your camera on a tripod so you don't have to take it off to get the card out. Little things that we focus on all the time. So what I would recommend is get into video content creation for whatever reason you want to, but don't underestimate the power of video. Just don't. And you may post a video that just doesn't do anything for quite a while. Mine start off usually slow. In fact, if we went back and looked at the if we kind of expanded the timeline of the Shady Rays review, I imagine for a long time it would just be this nothing, and then eventually it would build, right? And then you're going to see dips and ups and dips and ups. Dips and ups. I think I just created a new phrase. Dips and ups. So you learn a lot. But, over time, it can lead to it. I would have never imagined that almost 3 years later, a company would reach out, seeing that video, saying, hey, would you want to review our products? One other thing I threw in there, and I got a we'll see on that. I said, and by the way, would you consider sponsoring my live streams? And they said, let's do the review, and then let's talk. That's not a yes, but it's not a no. So don't underestimate your power as a creator. And I'm not saying any of this. I don't want you to misunderstand this. I'm not saying like cocky or ego, like I'm a creator and you're not. I think there's too many video creators that are already treating like what we do is like it's a special club that only some people can participate in. And that's just a load of crap. Anybody can be a content creator. Now, we may be different. I mean, I love Peter McKinnon. I'm not on his level, but even Peter McKinnon will tell you he's just a creator like anybody else. Cody Wayner, no small creator. But video has a way to reach people like there's no other medium. And so when you put things out there, even if you're on YouTube and it's growing kind of slow, because it can be frustrating. You look at the numbers and go, dang, I put a lot of time into this. I loved it. And only like 50 people have watched it. But that's 50 people. You never know where it's going to go. 2.5 years later, I get a guy from a competing sunglass company. And by the way, they do look pretty cool just on the web. I don't have mine yet. They've shipped them. I've got the UPS shipping address. And with no promises of anything, but who knows, could potentially be a live stream sponsor. Will they? I don't know. But it's just one of those things. Dave Shore, he's got to run, but dips and ups. I like that. Rob is saying, I like your Final Cut Pro videos. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Phil Guy, do you have a video or will you on how to engage for affiliate relationships? That's a great idea. I don't. But yeah, let me make a mental note of that. And when the show's over, I'll put that down, especially if you think there's value in that. I just showed you one tip, but a lot of it is reaching out and asking. I've even gotten free giveaways before just by asking. There's one kind of motto I live by. It's probably a lot, but and I don't think I came up with this, but don't ever be afraid to ask. I used to say things like, the question is always free. The answer may cost you, but it's always free to ask the question. And when I led a creative team at a Fox station, I told that to my team all the time. Ask. Because a lot of the TV stations I worked at, we had no budget. I remember one time we were doing a promotional video shoot, and we needed a scuba diving suit. We didn't have here's our budget, $0. So I called up a local scuba shop. This is when I was in Nashville. And I said, hey, look, I'm on a television station. We're doing a video. Could we borrow a scuba outfit? And they were like, sure. Can we get credit in it? And I said, well, I can't give you credit. And I explained why. And they were like, okay, come get it. And just make sure you take care of it. Just for asking. I've gotten raises for asking. I've gotten more things by asking. Now, I've also gotten turned down quite a bit. Like LinkedIn Live. Can I live stream? No. How about now? No. But why not ask? So I really appreciate the idea. Let me think about doing a video on that, about how to ask, how to approach. And sometimes it's just asking, like these guys with Shady Ray and stuff like that. Rob is saying, don't be shy to monetize. I'm in the Disney space, and that is a group that is judgmental. I can imagine. Yeah. Look, here's the deal. I love being a content creator. Absolutely, positively love creating. In fact, I asked a question, and I want to dive into this more in another future live or video. But I asked a question on Twitter the other day that if YouTube removed all analytics, everything, likes, dislikes, loves, subscribe, would you still create content? And the majority of people that did respond, including my buddy Scott, said absolutely. There's something inherent, I think, in content creators. We want to create. I'm actually speaking at a virtual summit tomorrow, and that's one of the things I'm touching on is creating. We want to create. I love to create, but at the same time, I'm a business guy. That I do run a video marketing business, so I have streams of income. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with monetizing. If somebody reaches out, look, I'm giddy that StreamYard is sponsoring my live streams now. I used StreamYard long before we ever had a partnership, and I don't take that for lightly. So yeah, I agree with Rob. If you can monetize your craft, if you can monetize your channel, if you can monetize your creativity and your content without giving it away, why not? The one thing I was clear with Tomahawk on is that, I wasn't going to, in fact, I said this in the email, I won't give the video in advance for preview or review. So basically, when I do the video, I'll send the link to them and I'll say it's live. I don't say that arrogant, but I'm not going to let them dictate the video. Now, that's different than if I'm producing a video for a client. They're the client, and I try and put my ego in check, even though I'm trying to do the best I can for them. Yeah, imagine network TV without Nielsen. So yeah, Rob's right there, because I mean, spending all those years in television, where Nielsen is the rating company, and they drove a lot of what you did, and it was crazy. I mean, we've probably, you and I have probably had shows canceled because they didn't have the right ratings, but they were good shows. That's one of the reasons I mean, we cut the cord a long time ago. That's one of the reasons I love Netflix and stuff like that. Now I realize these streaming services will buy and cancel shows and things like that, but I've watched stuff on there that would have probably done nothing on network television that I just love. So I hope you got a lot out of this. Remember, if you would love to support the channel in any way, buy me a cup of coffee, buy me a coffee at Kevin Kolbe. And we are live every Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern time on YouTube and Facebook. And who knows? If LinkedIn Live ever says, join us, I'll do that too. But I hope you got something out of this, and I hope that you will do more with video so you can share your gifts and impact the world. I'm Kevin. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.